season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Tar Heels will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Florida State's offense is on the field for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Seminoles will hustle with the line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing him. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tar Heels offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
It's caught downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking for space. It's Parker. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. He lost one down the sideline. Snags it inside the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads it left. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Right on target this time. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Takes the handoff. It's Parker. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They are up by 7 over Indiana. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Hauls it in. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Behind the chains now on second and long. Gonna look downfield again. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Third down play from the gun. Makes the grab on the left. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Seminoles have their offense in high gear.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's second and long. The play-action fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And the Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Looking for a physical attack for the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to throw on third down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They punted away on fourth down. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Yates. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for room, it's Parker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Seminoles. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Quickly complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cantrell. At the 45 loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Hands it off. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Got it in the middle. It's Cantrell. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Trying to run, it's Parker. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Yates. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rutgers. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end getting vertical. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Leaves it with the back. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time at Florida State. Offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Balls it in. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. We're seeing it here.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Noles back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Here's a heat. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Grab behind the line. It's Cantrell. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Sprinting away. Seizing an open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tar Heels line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they take it in for 6 more points. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be dragged down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Fires left. He makes the catch. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Wants to throw it. He makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Out of the shotgun on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the score. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
And I'll tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So a drive there of 82 yards. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's battle. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Catch in the middle. It's LaBelle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Going to swing it on second down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
And the Noles will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Cantrell. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll open the second half on the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Here's the give off the left side. He has the first and still on his feet. Wide open spaces. Continues to fight for yards. Inside the touchdown, UNC. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over FIU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Running back searching for a hole. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Parker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's LaBelle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. On the run, it's Parker. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. That is no good. Still up by 8 after the miss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse. Turning it on! They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. It'll be a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Punt is in the air on 4th down. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He's got an open man. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, North Carolina! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking downfield on first down. He uncorks one deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Off the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and it's just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. The Seminoles in the hurry up. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Punt is in the air. To the field. Going right to work up top. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Grab behind.